want to have vigorous debate about foreign policy issues or, anything else, do that. Sponsor it. Open up the auditorium and have kids from different viewpoints come in respectfully and have debate. That's what the university campus should be for, but not this.
Those are the words of House Speaker Mike Johnson today, taking a stand against the ongoing anti-war protests at college campuses, and he's characterizing them as inherently anti-Semitic. He's even going so far as to call anti-Semitism a virus that college presidents are allowing to spread. So today, during the second week of protests on campus and finals week, we went back to the U to ask Jewish students on all sides of this issue what they think. Sammy takes us to the U.
Finals week.
We were like taking the test, right?
At the University of Minnesota feels different.
In the middle of the test, someone comes down and they're like, you have to stop the final by 1:45 because everyone has to leave by 2.
A dozen buildings remain closed during finals, including the main library, on a Jewish holiday.
For Passover, Chag Sameach, to everyone who celebrates.
When Hillel, a Jewish students organization, would normally be closed, they're open.
Just like within Hillel, like there are so many ranges of political opinion.
Ari Helfand says he has felt like the Jewish community has recently been portrayed as a monolith when there's diverse opinions.
Seeing Death to Zionism as I'm walking to class feels as though the protesters on my campus want my Judaism to cease to exist.
Last week, Hillel held a press conference citing words, chants, and flags used in these protests they felt were anti-Semitic. Molly Seligman spoke then.
People don't understand the conflict that's happening, nor are they expected to understand it.
She says there's a misunderstanding of words she considers anti-Semitic.
If people realize that there is so much nuance to this, I think, and if people realize and understood that it isn't about the people, but it's about the governments, then I would hope there'd be less hate.
Free Palestine!
There are also Jewish students who are at these pro-Palestinian rallies.
It has been really meaningful and very, very sacred to be able to show up proudly as a Jew during Passover on my campus to join the encampment and the demonstrations.
Imogen Page is with Jewish Voice for Peace.
A lot of Jewish students are showing up, not in spite of being Jewish, but because we are Jewish and because our Jewish values are to protect life and oppose genocide.
Others feel conflicted.
When I wear my Star of David in public, I feel nervous sometimes because I feel like people are going to look at it and assume my opinion.
Riley Gallagher says she wishes people listen to one another more.
I've been really vocal on social media about what I believe, which aligns greatly with like the pro-Palestinian side of this, but I still feel nervous, and I think I feel nervous because people are looking at Jewish people right now as a collective.
She says she thinks all sides could benefit by being more open.
And I think people would realize that they have a lot of opinions in common, and a lot of goals are the same.
Despite different perspectives, all students cited some frustration with the university, its closures, and the balance of free speech and safety. The university has not provided an interview about this, only statements. Jana?
I know we had been checking with the university. You have for days. Any indication that they're ever going to speak about this publicly, or what's the deal there?
They usually respond in statements, but we have asked the university for an interview pretty much any time we've had a reporter at these rallies, which has been pretty much every day, and they have not yet provided an interview.
And then finals go ahead and start on Thursday, right, Sammy?
That's right. Yeah, some of the finals students are already taking. In fact, some students they were actually interrupted when the university decided to close down those buildings. They were in the middle of tests and things like that.
All right, then, Sammy, thank you so much for that perspective. Appreciate it.